backstage.
Hey guys, Kelly Walker Slaughter here, host of Warren First 931, and alongside,
I'm your neighbor from up the road. I'm Brian Carr, and it's good to be with you on this Monday.
Oh my gosh, Monday the 19th. I cannot, first of all, believe it's the last week of schools.
Oh my goodness!
Right? Am I wrong on that? Isn't that right?
I don't know. Some parents are excited. Generally, those are the parents that are teachers, but then there's parents who are expecting the blowback of being at school for the next 2 months.
Oh, I know. It's just 2 months out of the year. You would think that. I'm just being honest. I'm like, well, what can my kid do? And, he did, YSI, we talked about this off air.
Oh, yeah.
YSI was available to a lot of students. To my knowledge, if you still haven't applied, I would call West Elementary and see if, they got some spots available. Walker did not want to do it this year because he's turning 10. He's more close to the turning 11. Mm-hmm. And he was like, Mama, I just want to go work at the nursery and make some money. And maybe that's his mindset now. Maybe the maturing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe.
Now, did he do it last year?
He's done it the last 2 years.
Okay, so my girls stopped for a while, but they're going back and doing the second week this year.
Okay.
And a lot of their friends are doing it and everything.
Yeah.
Thank you to the YSI folks for allowing them to be able to do that. But I'd really like to get Miss Carol Neal or somebody in to talk about YSI for those parents who aren't familiar with the Young Scholars Institute and all the cool things that they get to do. Shout out to Mr. Kevin Dunlap and
Jimmy Haley.
Mr. Jimmy Haley and all the wonderful teachers that get to help out with that program. It broadens the horizons
of a
lot of young people. They take a trip to the state capitol. In the past, we've gone to Cumberland Caverns. It was the first time I'd ever gone to Cumberland Caverns, and I loved it. I loved being 333 feet underground.
Not me. I like just as soon as I see what I need to see, I need to walk out. It's a whole thing. I just feel like it's going to enclose one day. I don't know what it is. I get that. I'm not like super, phobic about it, but I'm just like, But with that said, so many things are going on this week. We want to recap what happened over the weekend and more. Plus, we want to talk about the new newspaper that will be coming out today, shortly after the show. But first and foremost, we need to give it up. We're credited due to our amazing sponsors. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll talk about the weather because that is another big topic of discussion with still some functioning things happening on in this community. Oh, yeah. So, and again, thanks to Topz Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli and Cumberland Biscuit for letting us always crash in their facilities. I mean, this is our home away from home at this point. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Topz Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Topz Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Topz and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
It's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken court. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Prater's to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, Warren First 39ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside.
I'm Brian Carr, your neighbor up the road.
And currently in downtown McMinnville, it is 73 degrees and with cloudy chances. Now, again, between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., we are having a 70% chance of thunderstorms and rain. But here's the fun part of all this. I know everybody's like, no! As of right now, between 12 o'clock and 4, it's going to be clear skies, no rain, no nothing. The sun's going to come out, but a little after 4, supposedly there's going to be another 15% chance of thunderstorm weather. Maybe not. Normally when I see the percentages like that, and I'm trying to follow the radar as well, and I'm talking about my boy Anthony with the weather guy that we looked at. It, just look at that stuff, keep up with it, because it doesn't look like any storm is going to be happening anytime soon. Like from 4 o'clock on till almost, I don't see any storms past 4.
Good.
So, but again, Mother Nature hasn't either got her chocolates or a hug today, as I say. And so with that, just be cautious, because today's temperature, the high for today, is supposed to be 81 degrees. And we've said this in the past, is when temps get that high and there's the humidity out there, there's got to be some coolness to level it out. And I think that's why the rain is coming earlier this morning, because, it's already 73 degrees and it ain't even 9 o'clock yet. So that's just me being, the nurseryman's daughter. But I look outside, and currently right now, one side looks worse than the other. So if you're coming up on, what can we say, the new building, the new blue building stuff on this end over on West Cobble Street area, it looks doom and gloomy. Like the rain looks like it's probably going to be hitting us here from what my phone's saying, the next 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
But when you look on the side past Citizens Tri-County Bank down here, it does not look like that. It looks like the clouds are clearing up, but it's got to move somewhere, and this is where the move front is going to go. So if you want to stay up to date with what's going on with the weather, please make sure to text us and be a part of our Warren First VIP Text Club at 931-305-0869, and you will get, and just type in Warren, and I'll make sure you're a part of that.
Thank you, Riddick Brown, for being our sponsors for our weather this morning. Without Riddick Brown and what they do for not just us, but so many other organizations here, we really appreciate their help with all that they do. So make sure that you drive a Ford lately, because those trucks and those Broncos look so good out there.
Oh, I know, the Broncos, these new design, or the colors. Oh my gosh. If I only had other options, but it's okay. I like my black Bronco. It reminds me of my black Jeep. Patricia Basham said the NOAA weather in Middle Tennessee is out through Wednesday. What does that mean? Are you saying like the storms, or are they out and about looking at stuff? And good morning as well to us this morning from Danielle.
All right.
But before I forget to also mention, with these storms that are coming in, you always want to have the right windshield wiper blades.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, we've talked about this. I cannot talk enough about Rain X blades. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Right now at Napa, which again, let me make sure to post this up with this at the same time. Napa of McMinnville have the best wiper blades. If you have not got your Rain X blades, those are the top notch, the best ones you can get, and they last a heck of a lot longer than the other ones. They just do. And when it comes to rain, it works phenomenal. And I always say the combo it. When you get the wiper blades, also buy the Rain X water glass repellent. And when you're like, what do you mean glass repellent? When you wipe your windshield with this cleaner fluid, it's like the rain doesn't even touch your window. It's kind of like one of those, when you put that stuff on your shoe for your shoe fabric and water, and it just kind of rolls down.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what this does on your window. So right now, get your Rain X blades. They're you can save $15 a pair, and it saves up to 24% on those. So get that. And then when you go in there, get the Rain X water repellent, the 16-ounce spray bottle, and that's $7.90 or $7.49 each. Another additional 25% off that.
Wow.
So again, check that out. That's with our boys at Napa here in McMinnville. If you have any questions about what's going on their big sales for the month of May and June, make sure you give them a call at 474-6272. And they're located on Beersheba Highway. See, it's starting to get darker over here. Have you noticed?
And guys, I'll tell you, with this weekend and the weather and the way it worked out, we had this ominous weather coming in for our graduation.
Yeah.
And that made a lot of people uptight. Shout out to the Warren County Schools for bumping it up an hour earlier. And everybody was able, to my understanding, be able to go home safely.
Yes.
And our friends at Mud Bums, they had Shattered out there.
Yeah.
And they had a huge crowd.
The whole entire weekend was a great for everybody.
Listen, it turned out being a great weekend. But unfortunately, I had to leave town.
I know you did.
And when I was heading through southern Kentucky, it's when all these tornadoes were coming through.
Yes.
And so we had to slow down. And I tell you, having good automotive care, good windshield wipers, the fluid, having the Rain X on your windshield where the beaded water just comes right off, that stuff's very important. So, guys, I make this a man's
priority,
a man's responsibility, because you got to take care of your women. Make sure that you got your women taken care of. Women, make sure you as you taken care of. But take
them to Napa, and take them to also our good friends at Gateway Tire and Service.
Yes,
make sure your car is ready for all those summer engagements and more.
Yeah, for a lot of us who have used Gateway since forever.
Yes.
I mean, that's just a no-brainer. But make sure that you have good tires. I mean, they've always, and one of the cool things about Gateway is that if you have a flat tire, you just go over there and get it changed. No
take
cost.
Really care.
If you get your tires from Gateway, they will take care of your flats and everything else. Check your tires, do the balancing and all that stuff. So
And also, too, don't forget, today is Motivational Mondays, and we always try to start with a prayer to start off our week. So if you have any prayer requests on the list this week, please let us know. So we did want to pray, thank you to God for the graduation turnout over the weekend and all the festivities with that. We also want to put the 8th grade kids are happening there.
8th grade graduation at the middle school is going to happen tonight at the Park Theater, which is going to be awesome, because this is the first time for them to be able to have something like that. So we're going to pray that the weather holds off, that everybody can have an enjoyable experience with that.
As well as with the award show that's happening today, the in and out traffic that's going to be happening over at the middle school. We just want to make sure everybody is safe and sound. And while I got everybody on here, please let everybody know, I want to plug this right quick. Miss Retha, you're my best CI. Go out and sell the world. You too, Miss Pat. On tomorrow's show, we have a special guest, courtesy of Vanessa Miller. She has been such good with doing our political stuff, a lot of legal things, as well as nonprofit. And she has got in touch with Sean Garrett. He is the Community Development Director, and he is the all-knowing Oz about zoning.
Oh, nice.
And so last week, as the city government, does their meetings, there was a part at the end of the video where there was some zoning questions and concerns. And we want to talk to Sean about not just that one particular part of that area, but just in general about zoning, the importance of it, the funding for it, like what types of businesses are we trying to reach at or get interest in? Because, and he was probably the best person to ask because he knows everything and anything about zoning rules and regulations and the laws and such. And so with that said, we're going to have Vanessa on, and she's going to interview Sean Garrett tomorrow on the show. So tune in at 9 o'clock with us as he comes on. And we are going to make a post about this. So if you out there in Radio Land, as I called it, have a question for Sean about where you live, about your zoning, the HOAs, whatever, comes to your mind. If there's a question he can answer, he's going to do it for you. And if there's not a question he can answer, you can't hate him saying, well, I can't answer that right now.
And under his heading, under the McMinnville website for the government website, it says planning, zoning, and subdivision regulation, as well as building inspection and code related stuff. So if you're like Kelly, who's building a house right now and got a lot of stuff going on, wanting to know what kind of zoning stuff is, and these people are always the ones who know about what's coming, what
and
the plans are.
Yeah.
So
they know the new stuff. They know when HUD changes the rules up, things like that.
And
state and federal.
And they may be able to tell us a little something more about some of the things that have been in the news here recently, so to speak, about hot topics.
Yeah. We are going to ask him. I'll just say it out there. We will be asking him. I think it's called Lagoon Drive. That is a really hot topic with a lot of people. That was last week. And like I said, I wanted to make sure to get all the information. I asked a lot of our aldermen about the zoning rules for us as well.
I'm going to get him.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you got it? All right. It just started raining. Poor Josh Wanamaker brought the rain.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Josh brought the rain. So if anybody needs to blame somebody, blame Josh. It's got great.
We're well.
Happy Monday. It's Motivational Mondays here on
We're going to get
Topz.
it. Even when you wake up and you go, I don't want to get out of bed. Hey,
you got to.
We're going to get it. As Mama says, you got to.
Yeah, Mama tries. Mama tries, as I say. But no, seriously, we're going to ask about the Lagoon Drive property that has been a hot topic for some folks. And again, I understand, as a homeowner myself and building this one home, when you see all these available vacant properties, there's reasons why there's zoning rules and regulations and things like that. You don't want to have disturbances, or I guess you would call it nuisances.
Well, think about this. If you're building a home and it's a custom home, something that you're putting lots of money into, and then the lot next to yours, it's in a subdivision or something like that, puts in a mobile home or something.
Yeah, a mobile home. Yeah.
It lowers your value of your property and your neighbors.
Yeah.
So, and that's why they have the different codes and zoning codes for the things that you can't put up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they make sure that you get your grass cut. You don't have a bunch of cars in your front yard if you're living in a neighborhood. There's things that go along with that. So, and there's reasons for that. With having businesses in residential areas, neighbors don't want cars coming through their neighborhood for people doing business.
Depending on what the job is, it's all hours of the night, things like that. I was thinking in my head, if somebody was a tow truck service, right? I wouldn't want somebody at all hours of the night, like you hear them coming and going. And let me tell you, I understand that people have to work. Like we have a lot of people in my neighborhood that I live in now that leave anytime between 10 and 3 in the morning. And there's particular people that drive a motorcycle. And I don't know why they decide to ramp up. Maybe it's their wake up ramp. I don't know. But they pull out and you can just always hear them. And then there's also people that make their trucks loud as possible. And it just kind of wakes up the neighborhood, But again, they're going to the third shifters or whatever, the early bird shifters.
we all have to work together and try to remember that,
Yeah.
there's other people in other situations, and we get that.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why they have these laws and regulations and these ordinances.
Because if we don't have them right, there comes chaos. Without rules,
oh man,
there's chaos.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
no, you're only as good as your policy, and that's the way it is for most organizations. So, not to be offensive towards anyone, but still have some understanding and some insight into the whole discussion. I don't want to call it an argument or dispute or anything.
I think it
like
needs
that.
to be a discussion.
I think it needs to be a discussion. Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's okay to agree to disagree. Me and Vanessa have this conversation as well as me and Brian do. There's topics that we've talked about that we don't argue. We just discuss it, and we're like, okay, well, I see your point. I see yours, and we just kind of move on.
Yeah. Well, eventually it works its way out. Eventually, but like the County Powers Act, this Rogers Group is drilling on land that connects to my family's land,
Right.
and it's like, man, I don't want a plant. I don't care what kind of mining operation it is right in my backyard.
Right.
I mean, when I sit in my tree stand and I look over and see smoke pluming up,
You're like, you want to hear
like,
the music like from Bambi because you want to and then all of a sudden you hear, yeah.
you can tell if the deer's coming through or not.
No.
But no, seriously, I don't want that. But the thing is I don't want to live in a county where people can make up rules and determine who
as
gets
they go.
who gets what. And so I understand both sides of the story. And that's what we want to do. We want to enlighten the audience, make sure that everybody knows and takes these things into consideration.
And like we say, this show is its three main purposes is to inform, educate, and keep the transparency. That's all. And so if we can keep those three things, guys, we can move a lot faster and together in a better way, step by step.
And that comment that Miss Retha wrote about the NOAA, that's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. So that's cool.
Miss Pat,
Our Miss Pat. Well, she would know because a lot of this with weather, you have to know the weather if you're flying airplanes. If you're in the airline industry, you got to know what's coming down. So
with that said, talking, Brian, about the weather, just to finish up and wrapping up about it, in this week's newspaper article, we did talk about tornado tips and helpful hints. So you can check that out. I'll show you what it looks like. Here is this week's newspaper. If you have not got your free digital subscription yet, make sure you do so this week by texting the keyword local voice to 931-305-0869 with your email attached. Don't forget to send me your email. I sent out the first load this morning to our, and again, every week we get 5 or 10 more, which is it's exciting. And so make sure you're a part of that free digital subscription. Or if you would love a hard copy, the way you can get the hard copy, which I'm just going to jet to the back so you guys can see it. Here is where you can get it locally. And I was trying to see where they went, but it looks like they went away. I guess they got emptied. There was 3 back here. I'm going to ask them where they moved it to. Anywho,
maybe on the other side.
But with that said, you can go to any of these locations after 1 o'clock today to get your hard copy. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, Randall Walker Farms, Champion, Chevrolet, McMinnville, Warren County Chamber of Commerce, Gateway Tire and Service, Cumberland Biscuit, Topz Frozen Yogurt, Prater's Barbecue in Morrison, Reddick Brown Ford, Citizens Tri-County Bank, McMinnville Lawn and Garden, McMinnville Drug Center, Supreme Building Products, The Cafe at Tree City, Jay's Restaurant, Tammy's Market, R Coffee, USA Gym, Juicy's, Collins River Barbecue, Depot Bottom, and Prater's Barbecue.
Woo! That's a lot of places.
I put Prater's twice. Again, it happens. I always do. But if you guys want a copy, make sure you do that. 2 ways you can help continue this newsletter or this newspaper is in the top right-hand corner of the newsletter. You guys can see it says scan to pay. So you can scan and send $2 to my Venmo, to Warren First Venmo account, because that's going to help continue this newspaper, because upgrading from a newsletter to a newspaper, it's very costly. And so I want to make sure I can continue this service for you guys. And then if not, we take whatever we can get. So if you have $1 in your pocket, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm trying to keep this as cheap as possible for you guys to continue this service. But this week's story is dedicated to Families in Crisis, the Domestic and Sexual Assault Center here in the Warren County community, literally right above us or right behind us above Citizens Tri-County Bank. Me and Brian had the privilege of being at their ribbon cutting for their new room that they're having. It's called Safe Space Clinic. And you can see the picture and all that there. It's just a safe space for victims of sexual assault. Because sometimes going to nothing against the hospitals. Sometimes going to the hospitals, you have to wait and you have to.
You have to be around a lot and when you're dealing with something of a
trauma. Privacy.
That's the last thing you want to do is be around a bunch of people.
Right.
And so this is a very secure, safe space where you can make an appointment, where you can go in and let somebody know. The more I think about it, and it's good that we have this, but in the great scheme of things, I wish we didn't have to have it.
Right. And I want everybody to know that since the facility has been open, and it's been about almost a month now, it's already helping out so many people currently. And this is not just here in the Warren County community. This is the whole Middle Tennessee, because there's not a lot of safe space clinics out there. And that's another thing I kind of feel like it's not a bad thing, but I think, it's a good thing that we have these facilities closer. So a shout out to Christy and them at Families in Crisis to continue the work that they're doing for the men, the women, and the children in the state of Tennessee, because they just do so much. So that is going to be our main story this week. Also, continuing on, I want to thank everybody that sent in the stories. Literally, I could not get every story in this week, so there's going to be stories next week coming in. Oh, got you. Look at her.
Yeah, there's so much in the paper, and it covers not just the things that are happening here, but things that are happening across the United States. There's also some national government news.
With
the trip to the Middle East this last week with President Trump's administration.
Brian Carr wrote that awesome piece.
Well, I don't know. It's just little tidbits. But still, the nice thing is that seeing what's going on.
Yep.
And, guys, we're going to be as objective as possible. We're not looking to bash on anybody. On our prayer list, let's put President Joe Biden on there, because that was another reveal this week about him having an aggressive form of prostate cancer.
Oh.
So whether
that's sad.
He's a human being at the end of the day, and we want to make sure that we pray for everybody.
Yes, for sure.
And then we've got one of the cool things. Do you want to talk about the?
Yeah. So over the weekend, I sometimes I have my DJ Kelly hat on. And so with that, yes. And so a shout out to Gavin and Angel Gilbreth, as they're officially our first wedding announcement in our newspaper. So congratulations. If you have a wedding announcement or an engagement announcement and you would like it in our local voice newspaper, please let me know. You just got to call us. But they're in there this week as well. And I want to tell you, those photos that y'all see on our screen, as well as in the newspaper and on the digital copies, that was done by a high school photographer from our Warren County High School.
Oh, awesome.
And his name is Luke. And you can follow him. I think it's Luke Payne. And you can follow him on Facebook at Payne Post Pics. So if you type at Payne Post Pic, you will see all the other work he is doing, which I think is phenomenal. But we were at the Loving. It's another amazing place that you can have your gather with people and stuff. And I was looking at it, and I was telling Catherine, she's the owner. I was like, man, I really got to book my birthdays and stuff up here because it's close to the house. They clean up, they tear down, they set up. Who wouldn't want that, right? But as you can see, there's that. And then don't forget, pros and cons, real ID. You got to get them eventually, y'all. Mm-hmm. And then a shout out to Jeff Barnes for talking about the cicadas. They are here. If you have not heard their musical, annoying little talent, they're here. I think I just, that commercial where I don't know if it was a food commercial or they're coming. No, they're here, bro. They're here.
All right.
And then, of course, Vanessa Miller is showcasing each week a nonprofit. And so last week we had Carrie Morton with Relay for Life on. So she wrote a thing about Relay for Life. And, of course, Relay for Life is not until August. But if you want to get in and get a team in now, this would be a great time to get in early, set something up, get some things started. And then I gave some shout-out love at Willow Branch. I can't even say it now. Willow Branch Rehabilitation Facility. They are opening another, a different wing. It's called Affinity for Her, which I actually got it all right here. Affinity for Her. It's an exclusivity for women only, and it's going to be at Willow Branch. And this is their memory care unit. And me and Brown both got to tour it, check it out. It's really neat. So if you have a mom or an aunt or somebody in your family that is a woman that is having some memory care issues, whether that's Alzheimer's, what else is there?
With dementia, leukocyte syndrome, and different things like that.
There's just so many. Yeah. But they make the facility look like this is your home. You got the mailbox. The light is outside. You have a lot of sensory projects that you can play with and stuff. And it's a 24-care nursing program out there. There's medical and therapy services provided on site, pre-admission clinical evaluations, and individualized care plans. There's 26 secured beds, again, female only. That's a memory care unit located inside Willow Branch Health and Rehabilitation. They are doing so many good things at Willow Branch. A lot of our nursing homes and rehab facilities are doing a lot of things, and I think this is going to be another amazing asset to the Warren County community.
Well, the nice thing, it's secure. It's down one wing. They actually have access to the outside, but with that, it's fenced in the back, so no one just wanders off accidentally or anything like that. But no, shout out to our friends at Willow Branch for doing something that's kind of unorthodox. And since, again, things that we wish we didn't have to have,
but we need
things that are new to us as in this day and age, but things that we need so bad. So thank you to Melanie Bell and Willow Branch Rehabilitation Center.
And then lastly, of course, I talked about the tornado safety tips for Tennessee residents. So if you want to know about that. And then me and Brian last week also got to visit the FCE ladies once again as they celebrate. Yes, as they celebrate community and culture at their annual meeting, which this meeting was all about Belgium.
Yes.
And, I try to put some Belgian words in there. I hope I did Miss Della's service because she talked about the language. But they talked about the language, the history, the culture, the architect, the tourism spots, the flowers, the food, the chocolate, even the education,
the history. I mean, the World War I history is awesome, and we may talk more about that, especially leading into Memorial Day, which is just next weekend. So,
yes.
We've got so much. I mean, we've got a bunch of cemetery decorations going on this week. We've got a lot of people that are having functions, churches that are having. My good friends at the Webb Cemetery and. I've had a loss of words, but they're having their big decoration at Webb Cemetery this weekend. And if you go to church there, they have a big it's always their decoration Sunday service where they have a big potluck, and it's you talk about some of the best food out there.
Don't talk about food now.
Miss Billy Christian and a whole bunch of others lead the charge with some of the best home cooked food. So that's one of the things I'm really excited about Sunday afternoon.
I bet you are. And then lastly, of course, Brian talked about Trump's, Search for Peace project. And so you can read about that. There was not a lot of things going on in our local government. We just I only talked with Mr. Tommy Lee. He's over the planning committee. But a lot of you asked, who is our county commissioners and what subcommittees are there out there? So I know that the local government page looks a little busy. I could not fix that because there is a lot. I wanted to get all the subcommittees in so each week and next week we're going to look at our our city officials. Sorry. This week is county officials. Next week is city officials. So with that said, you can see everybody's broken down in their districts, 1 through 12 right there. And then, of course, I put the executive, our executive director right there. And I can't, county executive, Terry Bell, and then how they break theirs down. And then we have close to, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 subcommittees. 11. That's with the county. And then in those subcommittees, you wanted to know who is it? Who's in it? So now you can see. And all this information I did get was from the Warren County TN.gov website. Super easy, super informational. And each of these, you can actually see their emails, their phone numbers, what the subcommittees are, all that and more. And then when you go to the calendar, because Jeff Barnes, that helps us here out on the show, he is actually the one that puts these the dates into the calendar. And if you want to be a part of the meetings, like I'm about to show you, there's 2 tonight. As you can see, upcoming meetings. Tonight at 5 o'clock is the budget and finance meeting. And if y'all take a real quick look at it, one of the special notes is they're combining the financial management group is coming tonight to do their meeting together. So again, at 5 o'clock at the administrative building in the conference room, it is open to the public. You can come and see that. And then right at 6:30 is the county commissioners meeting tonight, which we will both be going live tonight with that. So make sure you tune in with that. If you can't be there, we are going to be there live tonight, rain or shine. But again, that is the only 2 meetings that are happening this week. And then, of course, with Memorial Day, businesses most city and county offices are going to be closed on on that Monday. So that's why I also put that there for you guys.
Oh, yeah. And hey, if you've got a business that's going to be closed on Monday,
Yep.
let us know. Give us a heads up so we can let everybody else know. We want everybody to have a fun, safe. And one of the cool things about Memorial Day, I was explaining it to my children, it has cultural significance, not just because what we're doing is honoring those that have died for in battle for our freedom, but it is where it's positioned, where it lies in our calendar, is that it kicks off the beginning of summer. I mean, it's like the unofficial but official beginning of summer. So we want to make sure. I think that was Danielle that just passed us by. But no, so if we're celebrating, first and foremost, for the people who we lost for any either domestic or foreign, all our service members, men and women that have died, to give us this opportunity. And that's what I love about Memorial Day being where it is. And then we have these decoration ceremonies all over the country. I mean, and one of the cool things about McMinnville, when we'd come up for after school, that was like one of the big things we'd get to be here for, is Memorial Day weekend and do the decoration days at our family cemeteries, and that was always cool. Do you have a family cemetery that you get?
We don't.
So I've got 2. So my Hobbs family were at Hebron Church of Christ, right behind Hebron, and then on my Stewart side of the family, we're over at the Webb Cemetery at Bluff Springs Church of Christ, and we get to celebrate and decorate.
That's
and
fun.
It's always a big tradition for
we
me
just never. We don't. I don't. To my knowledge, we did not have anybody that I know of in my family that went to the war.
Okay.
And I might be wrong. My mom might be watching, like Kelly, but we never decorated, because there was, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you something that's really cool, and this is Americana to its core, is that when you go out to these little cemeteries and you see these little American flags flying, somebody has to put those out there, and I've been very privileged to be part of our group that helps out, and as we don't have, you look at our VFW here that that closed down and everything. We don't have as many foreign wars and veterans as we did after World War One, World War
That's
Two,
right.
and the Vietnam War. We've lost a lot of these veterans. So for us as civilians to pitch in and help with these efforts. So I'd encourage anybody to get in touch with our, maybe we need to have Mr. Tom Davis tell us who we can go to, because he would know exactly. I'll make sure to give him a call afterwards. But now being able to help these little cemeteries put out the flags, because when you go out and you see, what's really cool about our little cemetery, Webb Cemetery, is that you have not just American flags. You have some Confederate flags that are out there, because there's some Confederate veterans that have
there should be, yes.
So yeah, and
that's part of history.
And look, I don't care what side of
what
that you
side
look
the flag
at it,
is.
but whenever they were doing what they were doing, and there's a myriad of reasons why they fought. Man, some of them were made to fight.
Yeah.
They
didn't have a choice.
Didn't have a choice. But honoring them for their service
is the right thing to do.
And that's something that we can do here in 2025. Man, May, we're almost finished with May.
We're almost done with May, and we're going to take a real quick break with that. But remember, folks, if you have a Memorial Day event going on, we're going to do a special section of just one paper that's going to go out to all our subscribers, our digital subscribers this week, as well as our folks online. If you have an event going on, whether it's like a ceremony, a graveyard service, things like that, please let us know. Or if, you got something going on this weekend, we would love to hear about it, talk about it on the show at no cost, as well as tell us somebody you want us to honor on Friday's show, because if we're going to start creating that list and try to get something together for them as well. But with that, stick around. We got more things coming your way. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
My dad had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Warren First 931 is your one stop for all things local and all the time. Daily podcast you can listen, watch, comment, and help share through Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you join our text club at 81010 at Warren First 931. You will receive upcoming events, weather alerts, school closures, county and city updates. Make sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, The Local Voice. It has everything that I talk about on the show, as well as the events we attend throughout the week. Your stories, your opinions, and your events. This is Warren First 931.
ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Welcome back, Warren First 39ers. I'm your host of the show. I will say, sorry, go ahead.
You're fine. I'm Brian.
I'm old, and I didn't even think in my head. Real fast, y'all. No, it's not wetting. I need weather. As you can see behind us, it's starting to rain as we promised. And right now, it is supposed to rain from now to at least 11 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
And then after that, it says sunny skies. From 12 p.m. on. Now, just like I said, at 4 p.m. it said a 15% chance. Well, now it's bumped up to 5 p.m. with a 10% chance.
Okay.
So maybe that, good weather is upon us.
Hopefully we can get this out of the way. I mean, we do need it. It's still May. And, hey, have you guys seen the flowers? They're just beautiful. And I've seen a bunch of hydrangeas that are just very, very
there goes
pretty.
The rumble.
Yeah, there's that thunder.
Yeah, if this keeps up, there's going to be no swim to that team today. I'm waiting for that call. Okay. Oh, I just got a text. Oh, there it is. Real quickly, if you do have a wedding or an anniversary or a birthday like William has sent, please send it your way. So shout out to him and his wife as they celebrate an anniversary on the 23rd.
All right.
I made a note of that. And his wife, Amanda, is having a birthday tomorrow.
All right.
And then looks like more rain than shine. Okay. Well, again, Miss Retha, we're all keeping up wherever you live at. It's gloom and doom right now.
Yeah, hopefully have shine at the best parts of the day. And we want to, one of the things we've been trying to work on during the break is our YouTube may not be actually functioning like we want it to.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, my bad.
If you're having a glitch on our YouTube, sorry about
Weather.
that. Yeah,
it's saying on our end it's got the green arrow. So
yeah, so hopefully if you're on YouTube, let us know that you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
If not, we apologize. But that's the beautiful thing about this. In the case of pirates or anybody tries to take the ship down, you can always go to Twitter.
Yes.
You can always go to Instagram. You can always go to Facebook to find us. But we really appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. And we'll give a shout out to Miss Patricia and Miss Retha and Mr. Justin Neely and our sweet, wonderful friend, Miss Tina at Our Coffee. Give her a shout out. And Megan, yes, you're right. It is a tricky situation when you got people on different shifts. I know what it's like working night shift and trying to. And I'll tell you, one of the things I've gotten into here recently, because I'm pretty fair skinned, and when I mow my yard, I generally mow it at night. It's
make it easier.
Well, I just don't like being in the sun and being exposed. And when it's really, really hot, that's when I really like to do it in the evening time.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to my neighbors, Eric and Caitlin. They're probably the closest ones.
He tries his best to make it all work. We all do. At the end of this, we all try to not be a nuisance to our neighbors.
No, if we could be, but I'm very fortunate. I live out in the country, so the only people that are not even people. The only thing that's upset with me are probably the cows.
Oh, there you go. You cut our grass.
I think I'm a big orange cow riding around on, just eating all the grass.
I will say this, that thank you to Brad. He just sent a text message request for a prayer for Miss Bobby Hendricks. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she's got surgery coming up on June the 10th. And they have some other situations that I won't discuss on the air right now, but we need to pray for them of some, they are in need of a lot of assistance right now. Okay, guys.
Shout out Sir Derek. Thank you for joining us. He's because of the nature of his business. This is probably a day inside for him. So he better take care of Lisa. Make sure that That house
And
was,
your grandbabies. He's got the most
oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. And Derek's going to have to give us a football report and let us know how his team's doing.
Was it Manchester was the one?
No. I can't remember what the name of his team is.
But he'll chime in with us.
Yeah,
eventually.
let us know who your football team is, because it's something I can't remember. North, I don't know.
He'll remind us here in a minute.
Yes.
Real quickly, if you're following us on make sure you're still following us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube right now, because as we're going live, we're telling you everything and anything going on in the Warren County community. May final schedule as it is today. On Monday at the high school, the first and fourth blocks from 9th through 11th finals today or tomorrow or today, and then second and fifth block for 9th and finals on tomorrow. And attendance is key for the academic success to finish out strong this year. The PD day for teachers and no students is on Thursday, the 22nd. And then a 2-hour day where you come and get your report cards between 7:45 and 9:45, which of course is going to be this Friday. And a lot of schools are like that. They're finishing up awards days, fun days. Like, this is it, y'all. The week, school's over. School is over. Also, the grand opening for Five Below has been announced, which is this weekend on Friday the 23rd. And if you don't know where Five Below is, it is right next to, it's in the Northgate Plaza Shopping Center next to Save Lot. And it's real easy. And it doesn't say the time, but you can click on that and check it out. We also want to shout outs to some love. We're trying to get together with a few people right now. The Black History Museum of Warren County, Tennessee, has announced their new president-elect, which is Mr. Steve Nollins. He is going to be their new president. So congratulations to him. And, dude, I text you. I'm going to keep calling you until you answer my phone. And then yesterday, Melody made this amazing post at Pepper Branch Park. It says, it's a beautiful day to get out and enjoy our parks at Pepper Branch. You can enjoy the water, the picnic tables, disc golf, and don't forget your furry friends with the dog park, which is conveniently located right across the way. And they have 2 separate dog parks. One's for the smaller dogs, one's for the larger dogs, just to help separate everything. And what have you got on your end?
Oh, well, listen, we've got a birthday for Miss Sheila Fan. We want to shout out to her.
Oh, my gosh, yes! Happy birthday, Boo!
We talk about people who are movers and shakers in this community and do so much for thank you, Miss Sheila. And then, look, real quick, Dow Jones, it's kind of not doing much right now. They're down about 16 points. National Day, and I'm gonna get this because I just realized the time. I got to get over to the
Warren County Middle School. You can't be with me this long today.
It is National Roadie Day. Shout out to my roadies.
Oh, there you go, road dogs.
Yes. National Devil's Food Cake Day, National May Ray Day. We're gonna have to look up what May Ray is. And that's it. This weekend we had a ton of different national days of the week, but thank you to our good friends across the street here at Citizens Tri-County Bank for sponsoring our special National Day calendar
Monday.
and our Dow Jones Industrial. And look, also, we've got a slew of things going on at Sonic. So if you don't have the app, get the app.
Get the app.
But half price slushes. Make sure that you go over and take advantage of their happy hour. Happy hour is always awesome over at Sonic.
And if you work like third shift like Mr. Brian Carr does, if you want supper anytime, Sonic's the way to go.
And listen, I would be going to Sonic in the morning, but hey, we've got a great legislative breakfast that's going to be hosted tomorrow, and I don't know how many tickets are left. So if you need to get your tickets, you get them now. It's starting at 7:30, and I think it's at the Chamber of Commerce.
I think so.
We're going to be meeting. Senator Bowling's going to be there. Representative Cheryl's supposed to be there. There's a bunch. We're
going to have a lot of state officials, a lot of elected officials. I know Terry Bell.
Raul Chastain's supposed to be there.
So it's going to be another great one. And if you didn't get to see it last year, you get to see it again hopefully this year. I'm going to ask them if they want me to broadcast it live as we're going through it. Real quickly, I do want to do some shout out love to Walker's Minor Roadside before we take another quick break so Brian can get out of here.
The number, get your number ready.
Go for it.
Area code 423 and now 615 and 1937. That's the way you remember that. Chattanooga, Nashville, 1937.
Exactly.
So 423-615-1937.
So if you want fast, reliable roadside assistance, don't stress. Call the best Walker's Minor Roadside Assistance serving the Warren County area. Whether it's on-the-go solutions, minor emergencies, locked out of your car, jump starting, you need a jump start on your car, ran out of fuel, or you got a flat tire, they've got you covered. Residents just starting at $50. And then they do have a military veterans discount honoring all who have served. Like he said, call them at 423-615-1937. It's a real simple number, actually, remember. But the other simple thing is if you want $5 off your service, all you got to do is code Kelly, which is Kelly, and he will give you $5 off. So, again, make sure you check out Tim and them at Walker's Minor Roadside. Thank
you, sir, for taking care of us. Because on a day like today, no one wants to get stuck out in the rain.
No,
if they can keep.
So we are going to do another commercial, so Brian can pack up and get out of here. But remember, Warren County,
keep it first.
Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville and Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you'll ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor or homeowner or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, Warren First 39ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Currently in downtown McMinnville, it is 74 degrees. It is still raining out there. Today's high is supposed to be 81. Tonight's low, 66. It is going to be raining for the next 10 to 30 more minutes. Hopefully it will stop after that. And once it does, around 12 o'clock, as I say, after the Red Sea parts, the clouds are going to part their ways. The sun is going to come out. And it doesn't look like we're going to see any more rain potentially until maybe around the 5 o'clock hour at a 10% chance of rain. And then after that, it just seems like, cloudy skies, and then the sun setting around 7:44 p.m. tonight. So fingers crossed. I do not want any more games rained out. My son's baseball team already has, I think, 3 games that have to be made up, and who's got time for that? I like it to be boom, boom, boom. But it is Motivational Monday. Don't forget, if you have an anniversary or a birthday and a prayer request, make sure you give that to me, because at the end of the show, we're going to go over the prayers and more, and then make sure we announce your birthday on your birthday. You can always text it to us as well at 931-305-0869. Want to give a shout out to one more of our sponsors, and then we'll get on with the show. T&Z.
Citizens try.
No. Where's it going? Where be? There it is. T&Z Rental and Removal. This is Zach and Tyler have started this T&Z Rental and Removal. They do junk removal, trailer rentals, property cleanouts. Also, call them at 743-9079 or 224-8593. And they have 3 years of dedicated experience and service in the Middle Tennessee community area. They have established themselves as reliable partners for both residential and commercial customers looking to clear unwanted items and restore your space. Call them today. T&Z rental junk and removal service, or rental junk and removal. Let's see what else going on. Okay, now we can move on. And thanks for everybody watching. Miss Tina, Miss Retha, always supportive, and thank you for Derek for clarifying that it was Newcastle United. He says they're sitting at 3rd place in the league. 1 game is left, so hopefully they can get the win and get a little bit closer to what they need. So, summer is coming your way. Make sure you get boomed for that with vacations and more. And then don't forget that the Warren County Middle School is going to be having their baseball tryouts for the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade team. There is a change to the middle school tryout times. May the 23rd, which is this Friday. 6th grade is from 10:30 to 11:45 in the morning. And 7th and 8th grade tryouts is from 12 to 1:30. So if you have a kid out there that is needing a clean, or you're doing some baseball, get on it. And then I did see this coming up on our page. We already talked about the finals and how it's going to work for 9th through 11th grade. We talked about the grand opening. Where's that? Oh, also the Gilly Pool, May 24th. This Saturday is the opening of the pool. So make sure you get on top of that. The Gilly Pool summer hours, Monday through Sunday, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then Sunday is 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Private parties scheduled are going to be on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. So if you have a private party you want to do, that's Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays from 6:30 to 8:30. Now, the admission prices, 1 and under are free. Ages 2 to 4 are $4. Ages 5 to 17 is $5. Ages 18 through 54 is $6. And ages 55 and plus is $5. You can purchase an individual pass for $85 or get the family pass for $265. If you want to do a Gilly Pool party rental, it's $5 for 2 hours of a private rental. You get 5 lifeguards available on Thursday, Friday, and Sunday nights from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And this is, again, the business hours start on Memorial Day and they go all the way up to Labor Day. So make sure you check that out. Now, Gilly Pool notice, special hours for swim meets. Please be advised that Gilly Pool will be closed early at 4 p.m. on the following dates, which will be June the 3rd and June the 10th. This early closure is to accommodate the swim meets. Thank you for the understanding and continued support for local swim team. That would be where there's only going to be doing 2 home meets this year, which will be June the 3rd and June the 10th. So we would love if you want to come and see what our swim team's all about. There's I think 100 participating in this year's swim team. So, but we do appreciate the Gilly Pool accommodating that and more. Let's see. I'm seeing if there's anything else before I talk about the next thing. Yes. Generations Color Fun Run and Foam Party is going to be on the 7th. It's their race that they do each and every year. To register, because you can get your registrations. I got mine at USA Gym, but I'm telling you guys, if you want to become a part of this fun run, it's fun, especially with the foam party at the end. But the deadline to register for this is on May the 30th. So go and get your application. Make sure that you tell your friends, your family, anybody that's ever interested in doing a fun run. And a lot of we've been to these each year so far, and last year was so much fun with the animals and seeing that. I don't know if they're going to have animals set up this year for adoption, but again, this is just a great time to come out and see that. We are going to start featuring again this summer our animals that we love. I'm going to get with Keith and Melissa and them to start sending us some more photos showcasing the dog of the week. Because we want to get that adoption out there. We want to get people to know that there is animals out there that are in need of a rehoming. Also, too, we got this notification for a auction. A house is going up for auction on June the 28th at 10 a.m. It says own your land in the heart of the Yogic City. It's on June the 28th at 10 a.m. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath brick home, extra lots to build on, 6+ acreage, located at 741 Curtis Town Road. So again, make sure you check that out. We got that turned into us the other day, but it's located once again at 741 Curtis Road. Again, if you have an announcement you want us to make, all you got to do is send it to me, whether it's through email or text message, and it's $5 for a read here on the show, as well as if you want that in our newspaper, it's $5 for just the words, but if you want the image and the wordage, you have to give me $10 because we got to pay it on my phone. Oh, thank you, Brian, for letting us know YouTube is working out great. As I said, as it's clearing up, it's getting closer to 10 o'clock. You can see that the rain has kind of let up a little bit. It's still a little sprinkly behind me, but the clouds, as I'm seeing here on the West Cobble Street side of things, I can see that it's starting to clear up in the sun. I think it's going to just clear up as we stated. But again, if there's any rumbling going on, we got to, be on top of that. Let's see. That is over with. Oh, thank you, Nolan. Let's see. Is that one? Nope. Let me go back. After the show, we'll post this here in just a few minutes. Nolan Ming just sent me his updated Monday morning kickoff. We will share it as well. Okay. And then something I saw here. Somebody just said, can you make this announcement? There's a $1,000 reward for my sweet dog has been missing from John Oliver Road in the McMinnville area. She never went missing before. Please help. So I want to share this right quick with you guys on our page in case you have not seen this. Let me go back to it. I'm going to share it on our page, so it'll be a lot easier to get to. So there you go. Can y'all see that? Yes, you can. So there's $1,000 reward for that precious little pooch. Like they said, she's never been missing before. Please help. But this last missed seen on John Oliver Road. And then continuing on, Brent Carden has posted his 2025 Warren County Middle School photos of the 6th grade Navigators team. So cute. Absolutely love that. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Pioneer Spring Scrimmage, and this is with our Warren County High School Pioneers football team for the high school. Show up this Wednesday or next Wednesday. No, this Wednesday. This Wednesday, they're going to at Nunley Stadium, which is located at 200 Colville Street at the Warren County Middle School facility. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Free entry. Plus, this gives you an opportunity as well, guys, to see our Pioneers in action with the new Coach Ballou. And if you haven't met Coach Ballou, this would be a great time to meet him as well. If we can, I'll try to be out there Wednesday night. I'll make a note of that because as I'm saying it, I'm going to forget about it. But Wednesday night, this Wednesday at 6 p.m. is going to be a scrimmage with our high school football team. And if you want to see how the boys are doing, this is a great time to come out and support, show your support to your football team, as well as show support to the new coach as they have moved down here successfully. Let's see. Looking. Mad Cow Running Company. As I said, if there is anything Memorial Day stuff going on, let me know. And they have. So on Monday the 26th, they're going to be having a fun run at 7 a.m. from the store parking lot. And this is at Mad Cow Running. We will have the following distances. They're going to do a 5K, a 10K, a 15K, and a half marathon. Come out and get to moving with the herd on Memorial Day morning at 7 a.m. And we just shared that to our Facebook page. So if anybody wants to get on it and get moving, there you go. Let's see. Looking through. If there's anything else anybody needs to let us know, because during the summer it's going to be busy and hectic. But I know there's like a lot of slowdown right now this week because of graduation was just last week and everybody's just trying to get everything in, whether it's elementary schools, the middle schools, and the high schools, wrapping up the kids that have not graduated, whether there's testing going on. So it's going to be a calm, casual week. But shout out to my boys, August Lowe's. They're working on a new album at the current, but so ready to get back on stage again. See y'all starting on June the 21st in Manchester. Josh and them will be performing at Common John's Brewing Company on at 6 p.m. on June 21st. And then they'll be at the Main Street Live Battle of the Bands once again on June the 27th. So make sure you make that out. And then on July the 5th, they will be at Mudbums. They're also going to have some dates out in Dunlap, Smithville, and Sparta. Going to share that as well to you guys. The city of McMinnville over the weekend posted congratulations to Heath Collins, our water maintenance supervisor, on being named the TAUD Distribution Operator of the Year with over 29 years of dedicated services to McMinnville and the water company. And I'll share this to you guys as well. Show y'all him in case y'all don't know who I'm talking about. Go back. Because you got to give credit where credit is due this morning. There we go. add this back. There's Heath Collins. With 29 years of dedicated service to McMinnville's water and wastewater department, Heath has poured his heart into ensuring that, I can't even say it, ensuring the safety, reliability, and quality of our city's water distribution system. This award presented at the 2025 TAUD Operator Expo in Lebanon, and it's a testament to his hard work, leadership, and commitment to excellence. Thank you to Heath for outstanding service to our community. We're so proud of him and our team, to be on our team. So there you go. Also, too, another little shout out here. Go back. Refresh. The Boyd Christian School Athletics made their announcement just now. We just shared it. You can see it right here. The Lady Broncos Middle School Volleyball will be having tryouts for those entering 5th through 8th grade for the 2025-2026 school year on Monday, June the 2nd from 5 to 6:30 p.m. If you are interested in playing in this season, please make plans to attend. Let's see. Westwood Church of Christ. Going to share this as well to you guys as we're getting it this morning. Right, getting close to the end actually right now. Here's a little invite. Hello, Summer. Join us for a fun block party. It's going to be on May the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Westwood Church of Christ located at 511 Morrison Street. So again, Westwood members, we are doing our summer vacation with a carnival-style celebration that opens up to the community. There will be plenty of food, fellowship, and fun, so please make sure and check that out. Looking on, also Warren County High School boys soccer tryouts. We will try to put all this in this week for you guys so you can see this. It is also going to be on May the 23rd from 5 to 7 at the Warren County High School soccer field. And then if you need to know about the procedures today, special announcement for the Warren County Middle School parents, which is going on right now. The 6th grade this morning started their 8th grade awards procedure. And then at 10 o'clock, which just started just a few minutes ago, about 8 minutes ago, they're going to, as soon as the 6th grade award ceremony gets done, that's when the parents from the 7th grade can start entering through the side cafeteria door located in the main parking. Visitors stickers are going to be distributed also from there as well in the cafeteria. Parents will remain seated in the cafeteria until the 6th grade program ends. So be aware of that. Let's see. Warren County High School boys basketball tryouts for 9th through 11th grade will be tomorrow. These are the upcoming 9th grade through 11th grade from 5 to 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. Boys basketball, girls soccer. These are all the information. Girls soccer team 10 to 12 p.m. at the soccer field on May the 23rd, which is Friday. Volleyball is also on May the 23rd from 10 to 12 p.m. in the main gym. Boys basketball freshman class 10 to 12 p.m. in the annex gym. Girls basketball 12 to 2 in the main gym. Girls flag football 2 to 4 p.m. at the practice football field at the Warren County High School. Softball, this is all on the 23rd this Friday. If you got any softball players, 3 to 5:30 p.m. at the softball field. Baseball 1 to 3 p.m. at the field. Boys soccer 5 to 7:30 at the soccer field. And June the 2nd and the 3rd, golf 8 a.m. Both days at McMinnville Country Club. And June the 2nd, wrestling tryouts at 5 p.m. in the indoor facility. So there you go. There's so many things going on right now. And with that said, if you have a prayer request, please message me right now. Let me know if you need any prayer requests out there. in Radio Land. We have always the continued prayers for some folks, as well continued prayers for our friend Danielle. And then we also got Bobby Hendricks, where she just has recently got diagnosed with cancer, and she has surgery on June the 10th. We also had a prayer request for former President Joe Biden. He was just diagnosed with prostate cancer. Also, shout out to the 8th grade graduation and award show that is going on today. Pray for no rain for them. And a prayer of praise to our graduating classes of last week, where they dodged a bullet with the rain, or some dodged a bullet with the rain, not all, but the weekend was very quite pleasant. Also, too, if you got a birthday or an anniversary, we're taking those as well now. So let us know. We have so many things going on. You just got to let me know. But with that said, if you do not have any prayers right now coming through, morning, Becky. Thanks for everybody watching the show today. Again, we will be doing something a little bit different tomorrow. Vanessa will be on the show with Sean Garrett, I believe was his name. I want to make sure I said his name right. Yes, he's the Community Development Director, and he's going to be on the show tomorrow with her to take any and all questions that you want to know about your property, the zoning and things like that in that area. We want to ask him questions like, the funding, what's their next big projects, what businesses are we trying to get? And we also want to talk to him about clarifying what his job is and the description of what his responsibilities are. So if you do have a question, once I make a post later today after the show's over, please let me know, and we will put that on our Q&As with him for tomorrow. But with that said, it is time to bow your head and let's pray for an amazing week. So pray with me this morning. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given us. We are just blessed to wake up this morning and have another round of fun in the sun. Thank you so much for all the amazing, beautiful weather over the weekend with the graduations and the weddings and any type of parties that happened over the weekend for our graduating kids that graduated. Also, please be in prayer today for our 8th grade graduation, as we just don't want, like we prayed on Friday for no rain, let's do no rain again for these kids, and be with all the 6th and 7th graders as they are getting their awards today, God. Just let them know how special they are and how they need to continue on with what they're doing in their life, that they do matter to someone. Prayers to everyone that is sick right now, God. There is so much what is going on with my throat. I'm starting to finally feel better. I hope everybody else is as well, as we don't know if it's seasonal or allergies or whatever the case may be. But please be with them, God, as they're just trying to live their day to their fullest and for the best of their ability. Please be in prayer for our former president, Joe Biden, as he was just announced with the sad news about his prostate cancer. That's just so sad, God. Cancer is not a fun thing. It's not discriminating. It doesn't matter what color, what age, what you are. It just hits everybody when it's, their time. Also, somebody that just has been diagnosed with cancer that has surgery coming up on June the 10th, Bobby Hendricks. You know her situation, God. Please be with her and her family and the doctors, and just place healing hands over her, because at the end of the day, you are the deciding factor of the healing process. And then lastly, please be in prayer for all our birthday shout outs, our anniversary shout outs, as well as people just going through some troubling times, God. Our friend Danielle, our friend Brian, everybody that reaches out to us on a daily, God. Be with them, as we can't understand why you give us what you do, but there's always a reason. There's always an end game, and you know the end game, and you know the results, and you would not give us anything that we cannot handle. So with that said, God, thank you for everything that you do for us. Please be with us as we walk each day the best of our ability in the light that you give us. And in your name, amen.
Amen.
So with that said, guys, this day, be a blessing or be a curse. You decide, and whatever you do, do it right. And just try to be kind. At the end of the day, stay humble, stay kind. And remember, Warren County, keep it firm.